Hi guys, Sanbona. Hello. Hi everyone. Welcome. This is Nomkosi Umakulu Wakagama, notes from my pet channel. Okay, so guys, this is the spiritual laws week, and namhlanje day 4. Day 1, I said living by faith, which I had taken from one of my favorite verses, the book of Hebrews, chapter 11, verse 1. Also, it was living by faith and kind of answering the question, what is faith? And then day 2, I said living an expectant life, which I also took from one of my favorite verses, which is the book of Philippians chapter 3 verse 13. Ethi bazalana ngisho nami ukuthi sengikubambile kodwa ngiyakhohlwa kusemumva ngijonge kokuphambili ngiphikelele kokuphambili. So brethren, I do not say that I've apprehended, but I forget what is in the past or what is behind me, and I look forward to the vision. There was day 2, and then day 3, what did I say? Day 3, it was do unto others as I'd like them to do unto you. That's like the book of Matthew 7:12, I think 7:12. Yeah, the book of Matthew 7:12, and yeah, I mean, nice, simple J, nice and straightforward. So namhlanje, the verse I'm gonna share, or the principle that I'm gonna share, is to whom much is given, much is expected. Again, I like this. I like this scripture. I like this principle. I think it's nice. I think it's simple. I think it's straightforward. And I think it helps us also in other times where we think we are equal or we should be equal. You know, masesi lwela amalungelo of different things. Sorry. But actually we are not. The reality of the matter is we are not. There are differences and there are levels, and there will always be. What is needed from us is for us to perform according to what has been given to us. That's what I believe in, and that's kind of how I roll. And this is very interesting because this verse, this principle, my family knows. I like to apply it more when we're having those, family meetings. When we are having family meetings, most of the time, either we're trying to fix something or we're planning something big, something good, like that we want to do as a family. So when we plan those kind of things, people must chip in different ways, ne? And then when people must chip in and contribute in different ways, I always then bring back this scripture. And I'm like, guys, let us not fight about who's going to do what, do that which the Lord has blessed you with. So if you're a person who's like really diligent and really loves to do housework, just go on and do that, man. Like, don't fight with us who don't really think that we are called into housework. Like, it's just an example, guys. And then it's the same thing with money. I mean, if you're getting paid like 5,000 rands and I'm getting paid like 1.5, I mean, you shouldn't expect that we're going to contribute the same thing. We will not, and we really can't. Yeah, because I'm 1.5, I still have to pay for my transport and buy groceries and all. Now in your 5,000, you do have to do the same, but I mean, the amounts are not the same. You've been blessed with more, you've been given a bit more. So the expectation is that you do provide a bit more. So in this case, obviously, I'm not only referring, or I do not, I've spoken so much without having read the verse. Let me just read the principle first. It's to whom much is given, much is expected. Okay, so this one is taken from the book of Luke, chapter 12, verse 48. My focus begins in section B, the second part of the verse. So, but maybe let me just read it from the top. It says, but the one who does not know and does things deserving punishment will be beaten with a few blows. From everyone who has been given much, much will be demanded. And from the one who has been entrusted with much, much more will be asked. Okay, the second verse is the second part of the verse is my focus. From everyone who has been given much, much will be demanded. So if you've been given more, a lot more is going to be demanded from you because you have it. You have been given. And then, from the one who has been entrusted with much, even much more will be asked from them. It's as simple as that. And Zulu says, Gepa ebingazi, then they're talking about incegu. Okay. Gepa ebingazi incegu yenza okufanele imivimbo iyakushaya inxusana. Yilowo nalowo ophiwe okuningi kuyakubizwa okuningi kuye nophathiswe okuningi bayakubiza kuye okungaphezu kwalokho. So I mean, obviously there's an understanding that like I said, we have not been blessed in the same way. We have not been entrusted with the same, even principles. We have not been entrusted with the same finances, with the same characters, you know, with the same personalities, with the same bodies. Some people have big bodies like us, and some people have tiny bodies, and so on and so on. Like, we are just different, and we must accept our differences, and we must embrace our differences, and know and understand whatever that we have been given, there will come a time whereby we are expected to use it and to perform according to what has been given to us. As I'm talking about the sizes of the bodies, when I used to take taxis, you know, in my taxi, like especially at the back seats, you know, you'd have 4 people sitting at the back seats, and so we would normally get squashed, particularly if they're all big-bodied people. And then we will always be expecting a slender, like a tiny person, to come in, so that maybe they'd be the 4th person, or maybe just they make 2 of the 4 people. So to whom much is given, much is expected. Nalapha back city, I know guys, you can't expect izidudla zonke to be sitting at the back. Guys, come on, like, let's work together for good. Romans 8:28. Oh, this is another favorite verse. I should talk about it. Everything worketh for good to those who love the Lord. So it's the same thing. There are different sizes of the body, or our different levels of intelligence, or our different capacities. They should work together for good. We balance each other out. Yeah. Okay, so to whom much is given, much is expected. Kuloyo nika okuningi futhi okuzolindeleka ukuthi akwenze. So the bigger goal is obviously not us. Scripture sayizolo, esa day 2 lesi sithi angisho ukuthi sengikubambile. I did speak about continuous work, and I did say in whatever that you are doing, whatever that you are engaged with, continuous work. Angisho ukuthi sengikubambile, ngisaqhubeka ngiphokophelele phambili, ngibheke la ngiyakhona. So nalana, to whom much is given, much is expected. In the continuous work, and even those who are given little, it doesn't mean they will always have little. Because we are in a continuous work, because we are in a fight, because we are working hard, we do want more all the time. So at some stage, I mean, I don't want to say positions will change, but our positionality does change. It does evolve. So we do become better. We do become greater. We do become bigger, you know, in many different ways. So when we get better and bigger and greater, then we are able to share more, because that is what would have been given to us. That is what we would have been blessed with. But the understanding is that we must let it almost like run or roll naturally, to say you have more, you pay more. And that is not a way of discouraging people, because I know some people are going to be against me and they're like, then this is going to keep people lazy because they're not going to be performing. But that's not even the point. Remember, this is me. This is about me. I do this because of me. I do this for me. I'm not thinking about other people. And I'm not even trying to compare myself to other people. And even if I do compare myself, I'm probably not going to be comparing myself to people who have less. Rather, let me compare myself to people who have more, so that I can encourage myself to work a bit harder, so that I can get to that level where I have more, or bigger, or greater. So yeah, to whom much has been given, much will be expected. Let us not fight. Ukuthi njalo sihlale si contributor into elinganayo noma into efanayo, ngoba asifani. Umuntu akasebenze ngalamandla anawo. Sorry. I'm so sorry. I've said this before in one of my videos, in my earlier videos, ukuthi hamba ngalamandla uphiwe wona. If we can all just focus on running with the strength and the energy and the power and the zeal that we have been given, sizoba sharp. So yana ke too much is given, much is expected. Thank you so much.